And there we have him, and we already see an Ash Blossom resolved. I expect that was resolved on Snake Rain probably.
Yeah.
And we see some Fiendsmith cards as well.
Was it though? Because there is Nunu in the graveyard. Maybe Nunu was sent from the hand.
Yeah, it can send itself from the hand to send another card from the deck to the graveyard. And now we go into the Necroquip Princess and go for the High Wave King Caesar, I assume.
Yep, that's if that is the full end field of YGO, that can't be his absolute dream coming true. We have the Night Serpent, so I assume there is more things to come, because you just don't normal summon that and then look happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course we have Cursor.
Yeah, there is
full combo.
That's I assume we use Noya to send this to the graveyard. Yeah. And now, of course, Henrik needs to read this.
Or did we maybe bait the Ash Blossom with something? That's something I've seen YGO do on table 1 before.
That could actually be. We could have like easily baited with prayers, I assume.
Yeah.
I also was informed that a Murakumo already resolved.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, no idea.
Yeah. There's Noya. We will get this one back.
And Noya can search. Oh, that's a very nice Infinite Impermanence, to be honest. I mean, now you're down to 3 cards in hand on the side of Henrik.
Oh, there's so many names there. Definitely
wait.
Snake.
Do you have something to chain to this? Oh no, we activate.
No, we get that one back from grave as well, and that will allow our opponent, I think, to summon an Ash Blossom. But I don't think you want to summon that Ash Blossom to your field.
I mean, you can.
No, in that case, you have a monster with 0 attack for the Reptilian.
True. Oh, Philip. That explains why yesterday in the featured match, someone decided to not summon back the Drone Lockbird. That's actually cool.
Is that the... This is not Noya, right? This is
That's Nunu.
Nunu, right? Yeah. And now we go for Haggard Lizardos.
And this card, previously only seen in Maliss, popped out of nowhere. And now it's just a generic card draw.
Yeah, and now what are we doing with it? We just drawing 1 card, I assume, but what are we banishing?
Yeah, that's the next good question. I think you can take a Sagi or a Serpent. Yeah, Serpent is not really a resource anymore.
The Serpent, and this will... We will adjust the attack of our Haggard Lizardos, and we'll draw 1 card.
Pre-prep. Come on. 60 cards, you can find that pre-prep. It has to be in there somewhere. If you're playing 60 cards in a Mitsurugi deck, there's no way you don't play pre-preparation of rights, right?
Okay, so, and there is the Preyas tributing the Habakiri, and I assume we start... Yeah, now I know what happened.
Yeah.
We start with Habakiri,
Ash.
we send Sagi. Sagi got ashed, because Sagi's in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
And then we just went like, Snake Rain.
Yeah. Do you always ash the Sagi and not the Habakiri? Yes, right?
Yeah, you ash the
100%,
Sagi,
right?
I'm pretty sure.
Makes no sense to not do that.
I mean, you just try to get like the resource out of the deck, especially because they could like somehow get it, or sometimes they have the Sagi in hand.
Yeah.
And here we will get back the Sagi, but of course we cannot search because we did that already. And it's looking very good for YGO.
Yep, now he's just going to go super combo here. He has attempted to start comboing, and that's the reason why we're seeing the Ash Blossom and the Infinite Impermanence there. These cards have kind of vanished a little bit from the meta game. I mean, Ash Blossom is still very prevalent, but most of the time, because going first, it negates the Molchamis. But now, look at this. Used Ash Blossom and Infinite Impermanence, and look at this field. YGO hasn't even stopped yet. He's already set up everything he wants to. This is full Mitsurugi combo. This is a DDD Wave King Caesar. I don't know what else he can put out. I think the only thing that ups the ceiling even more of this deck is to get that Ogdoadic Daybreak.
Yeah, I gotta correct myself for a second. Of course, not the Murakuma resolve before. It was the Habakiri I meant with the summon from deck, and therefore now Murakumo still can use its effect when it's tributed off of, as an example, again by the ritual.
Yeah. So now 3 cards in hand, 4 after the draw phase. Maybe, I mean, we have seen cool versions of decks with Mitsurugi so far. The second place after Swiss in Switzerland. Played a hand loop Mitsurugi Rijswijk.
Oh, great. Great.
Yes. You summon Ouroboros.
Oh, and there's your favorite card.
Oh, it's Wuzu.
I
love Wuzu. This is actually an amazing card. I played versus Basti earlier, and I just tributed his DDD Wave King Caesar.
No, the card is really good, but yeah. I mean, not doing a lot here, honestly, when you're starting your turn. Except we might tribute it now, but no, we don't.
That's true. I mean, it has, I think, arguably the worst being tributed effect. You can just discard the card and put it back into your hands, so that's not the greatest thing for the Wuzu. But Wuzu has aura. I mean, this card looks so cool.
I mean, it's a Kaiju that recycles itself, theoretically.
That as well, and I mean, Wuzu is just, it's sitting on a snake, sitting on a big snake. Very cool. So
let's see. And there's the mirror.
Wow, we're going in here. What else do we have? We have the Habakiri that we have sent away earlier. Sometimes the mirror confuses me because mirror is actually a proper ritual summon, and with the prayers you can't summon back the cards that you have discarded or tributed, or the ritual monsters at least. So that is sometimes you think, okay, I can't summon back this card, I can't trigger it and summon it back of its own effect. But the mirror can summon those cards, of course, because it's a proper ritual summon.
Yeah, and now we see 3 rituals on the field, and I'm very sad we don't see like an XYZ summon here with 2 of them. But there will be sequence for...
Oh, yeah.
But is there another engrave? Oh, it's a bow, of course. You know, because I was already wondering, is there another engraver in the graveyard? But of course, we can also go for the bow here.
The Lightless Shadow.
The bow Q, yeah. And what can we bring back from
You can make this field even more cracked. Definitely. So I think... Okay, so the Ogdoadic cards, they have cool graveyard effects, but I don't think summoning them back to the field makes a lot of sense. So I'm not too sure. We send the Vuzu... We discard the Vuzu for a bow. And we just... of course! we summon the Neuer, so we can get either the Lily or the Ogdoadic.
I'm a bit confused because we might also get the Octo Abyss still on the field, because we can actually summon it from a graveyard by tributing 3 monsters, and you know which cards trigger of tributing.
Well, not the Murakumo anymore.
But the Futsu.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, tributing...
But we don't need it, we just go SP Little Knight.
That was a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah, really. I was really hoping we see like the big Ogdoadic boss.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is we have the Futsu on the field, so the Murakumo is sitting well in the graveyard there. I think that we pretty much should have a prayer set as well. We have added the Lily, and Lily is, of course, a monster reborn, basically. It's a normal spell, so it's not an interruption on the opposing turn, but it sends a reptile from the graveyard.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think like Yoho really needs more interrupts here.
I think he's good. I think that Yoho has cooked with his infield. And what do you think is the strongest? Another Impermanence.
Impermanence is the strongest card here, probably, to start off. The question is, what can Maliss do with 3 cards against that Mitsurugi board?
Imagine Henrik had kept the first Impermanence anyways, because like those cards did nothing. There is no way that you make a bigger field with this deck. What can you do more with this deck?
That is a really good question, but I think the SP Luna gets way worse against Dormos here, of course.
That is true. Yeah, actually, Henrik might get to play a little bit, even though we have seen that people play in Maliss Bomber Dragon as a big tool to play in the mirror match. And if Dormouse activates here, special summons out a White Rabbit. Rabbit will activate to set a trap card, and then Futsu is going to summon back the Murakumo, and Murakumo is gonna say bzzzt, Raigeki.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused slightly, because I thought like maybe we can just like bow the Dormouse here.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to. The thing now is, here you could bring back the Murakumo, and it would be really good, because we wouldn't be able to chain, but now it would be too late here.
No, I think you can chain the... you're going to set the trap now in the same chain, right? So when Murakumo activates, you can chain the trap card, but you...
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you chain the trap card, it doesn't do anything.
But you can, like, chain the... what is it? The M7... No, it's MTP that searches, MTP searches, right?
Yeah.
You chain the MTP, you banish the Dormouse, and you'll get back Dormouse and add in March Hare. So I don't know if that's really necessary here to go that risk, or just like make it more easier.
I mean, you get the Dormouse summon effect out, then March Hare has no valuable target in the graveyard anymore.
I mean, it's another body at least. You can easily summon because the White Rabbit is already in your graveyard.
For now, it looks like Yo is just...
And you use it, we banish the Dormouse. Does you have another interruption, or will he just like allow it? Probably allow it.
Chain SP, banish White Rabbit. Let's go. Let's do it.
I mean, it doesn't do anything, but he could.
It is a completely valid play that you could do.
And we will search... I'm very sure that's March.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The dark attribute that you are seeing on the corner looks like it's Secret Rare. And March Hare is the only Secret Rare.
Yeah, I mean, we will see soon enough. And there is Futsu, and that will probably make it Saji or Kusanagi.
There is a reason why people have been comparing Futsu to Maxi. Every time there is a special summon, you go +2.
Maxi goes more plus when there is like, even if the board is full.
I would say that Maxi does a lot more in this card. But still, I understand where the comparison is coming from.
Yeah, definitely. And now we go for a Link 1 of Lingo Rebo. I don't think he'll make a big difference now, but he's kind of cool.
I mean, if you're playing around Purification here, back up at the Ignister.
Back up. Yeah. That looks to me like the moment where I want to like go SP or Murakumo.
The thing is, if you have Purification,
We go Murakumo.
Then Lingaribo doesn't do anything. It's a counterplay.
Yeah.
Can't negate that.
Theoretically, yes. Practically, there's not only purification, you know?
Yeah. Can't negator the negator.
Yeah, and we chain the Murakuma now. Henrik will need to discard one card here, and in case he searches with the backup, which I assume he will, he needs to discard another card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there he discarded one. We can't see which now.
The question is now, is Ogdoadic the best version of the Mitsurugi deck? Because Yo is just crushing it.
I mean, I know we haven't casted before this round because I casted with Basti, and I told him I think Yoho will win this event.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm very happy we see him here now on feature, because he can show why I was such a genius to call him the winner.
Alrighty then, okay. Okay. No further comments here.
Yeah.
Chat, you can decide what you think of this.
And I think we top decked Drone Lockbird, Henrik.
Oh yeah, that's good.
There we saw what this card is.
It's a good discard.
I mean, yeah, there's Chassis Cat, we discarded, so in our hand we should have now the Marcher and the card Research. I assume the card Research is probably Wizard.
Yeah,
There's
there's not really anything that makes more sense. You have normal summon already.
Oh,
Preyas
wait.
is tributing Aramasa. Now, what are you summoning back here? Like now in engine without purification?
That's not really getting like an interrupt, but it
Yeah.
still is like great follow-up. So maybe we just want to like clear the field to get like
Yeah, I
another
can see that.
Kusanagi.
I can see that.
That's another Aramasa, just I think. Do we summon something back from the graveyard? Is it the Kusanagi we get back, or what are we summoning?
I can see Kusanagi. I can see every.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
We take the 800 damage without summoning and just go like, okay, yeah, I'll go Requiem.
All right. I mean, we just search, right? We don't take the 800 damage. In the
I think you need
just
to, because
for
I think you need to
respawning.
I think you need to use both effects with your tribute.
Oh yeah, that might be true.
But we will see. And now that should be a second Lingo Rebo, I assume. But will he do the difference or not?
Pretty sure. Look at it. So angry. So lingy. All right, Marcher is being activated here, so we have full information now about the cards in Henrik's hand.
I mean, we had before, I think. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so we banish the Chassis Cat. We will summon it back, and there is Fiendsmith in Paradise, which will deal very quickly with the Chassis Cat, I assume.
But I mean, the Marcher just gets sent to the graveyard. Jessica
I mean, it goes in the chain now. This Chassis summons itself back, and then we will trigger the Desiree, and so he can choose. He'll destroy that. I mean, if he knows the Wizard's hand, and now we just use the effect of About to destroy, which is effectively Trident.
Yeah, it's a very good card with this card as well. But
Very sure it will be Henrik.
Yeah, I'm quite curious to see how Yo plays through. If he has Lancia in hand and 60 cards.
Yeah, now you know how he plays. I think you have Fua as well.
Oh, that is nasty.
No, isn't Lancia or is it Chaos Hunter?
It looks like Fuwa, Lancia, and Chaos Hunter.
Fuwa, Lancia, Chaos Hunter,
Tracked and
Habakiri.
Habakiri. Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's one positive news for Henrik, and that is that Chaos Hunter discards a card from hand.
Yeah, that's true. one of the crazy cards. And Henrik is just looking at that Lancia like, oh, I haven't seen that card before. That's odd. How do we do?
Also, if my opponent starts with Chassis Cat and I activate the Lancia, I feel very good.
Yeah, that's true. And there's ARBQ, which is a card that people side deck in Maliss just to play through Lancia, even though the deck is still playing suboptimally.
Card is so good, and we can see it already in the card highlight. You just reveal one Cyber's monster with 2,300 attack in your hand or extra deck. I mean, extra deck is mostly what you're doing, and then you add one with the same attribute from your deck, and Ignister.
Then you take backup Ignister, you summon out a Lingo Reaper, which is why players play 2, and now we force it with the Fuwa. It's like, you want to play a suboptimal board? I have an idea. And
of course, Yoho really like Henrik like a bit. I don't know if you could say missequence that, because after you add the backup here with AI Meet You, it's very clear you want to go on the link one, because otherwise you cannot summon the backup. And so Yoho is like, okay, then I can now Fuwa very easily, because I know you want to link one next.
Yeah, and if you go into Lingo Reaper first and then your AI Meet You gets ashed, it's fine, right?
That's fine, yeah, of course, definitely. I don't think that the Chassis Cat will make that big of a threat in Yoho's turn. So I think that's a slight mistake, but shouldn't be like game deciding at least.
That is true. Fuwalos would get one more draw, but I think at this point you're stopping anyways. You're playing versus 60 cards. There is the chance that your opponent just doesn't play anything. Yeah, this looks like a pass here, but Henrik, the hand of Yo is just completely insane.
Oh, and you draw the Water Lily as well.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's not Snake Rain. That's all I can say.
Water Lily doesn't even do too much here. So
Surge as well?
no, it sends a reptile from the deck to the graveyard and then special summons one out if you have 5 or more reptiles in the graveyard.
I mean, I wouldn't call Foolish Burial a bad card.
That is true, but you kind of need a little bit more in that deck, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. And we go Santa Sagi and we Ash the Sagi. Now, Henrik really not scared of Snake Rain, I think.
Yeah, and now there is the check. The Chassis Cat on the field is also so important. It's interesting because dropping Lancea in the draw phase or something plays around cards like Triple Tactic Talons, but it forces, if you drop it later on, it forces your opponent to commit into a field and then roll Charmies that are probably going to be sided out going first anyways.
Also, what's so strong now here is like YGO is really like cut off from his whole Reptile engine with the Ash Blossom now. And that way, like, he'll be only able to play Fiendsmith control.
That depends if he plays the almost Spanish sausage, which would be Magister's Choroso.
Oh, you think that what you mean? Okay, yeah, that does make sense. But I don't know, what can we even search? Because we cannot get to the spell if we add a ritual, reptile monster, I think.
Ah, true, yeah, we've used Habakiri
The only thing we shouldn't forget, though, is like, can we do something if we add Noya? If we add Noya,
I was gonna say you could just add Noya and then send Cursor effect, tribute King of the Feral Imps, summon back Noya, and I think that's a pretty heavy OTK. Even though, you know, we have a battle phase. Henrik has taken some damage as well because he didn't summon the backup.
You are right, exactly.
So it took the I meet you damage quite similar to Where Art Thou, and I don't know if Joho has space in his extra deck for Agnum Day. But
sequence with 2 monsters. That's Aerial Eater. Or is it the Duke of the Mice? It is. Oh no! You shot it like the Requiem. My bad. It was already in the deck, so that makes a lot of sense. But that also means no King of the Feral Imps now.
Yeah, but I think if we have Agnum Day, we just win.
Yeah.
I think that is just.
But we lose to any Bestial though. But I mean, it looks like we go for that risk.
Yeah, the Bestial would have to be activated.
Can be activated in Great Battle Phase. Can be chained to the Agnum Day.
Ah, yeah, true. We can chain it to the Agnum Day, right?
And we gotta read the Agnum Day, and that tells me probably we don't have a Bestial.
Yeah. That is.
Is he already able to go for game now? Or does Henrik have an answer?
Henrik is considering something here, and that is Marcher, of course.
Of course, we had the Marcher as well. Do you think... Oh, no, we didn't know that, right?
Yeah, can you trigger Chaos Hunter on this?
You can.
Yep, and then I think you might want to do that,
But there's
actually.
2 bodies now. I don't know if that's maybe like saving.
Yeah, but I mean,
now.
you have it in on your field.
Yeah, but I still think... Is 1 Agnum Day plus Desert Ray more than 5 foreign? I don't think it is.
Yeah, but I don't think that it's bad necessarily for you to just summon out the Chaos Hunter.
No. It can be still good, but it's not like... It's not winning this turn.
Yeah, but you're stopping your opponent.
Oh, but there's Water Lily now. What can we send? Can we do something with that?
Of course, Marcher is only in the main phase.
Exactly.
So when you call end of main phase, you send the Night Serpent.
Oh, nice, but we don't have the Lacrima left in the graveyard, so that does not get us here. But is that probably game now? No, it is not.
Then the Chaos Hunter would have helped, right?
Then it might have helped, but yeah.
All right, that is apparently enough for a game.